Guys, it's Kayla. I'm going to be Glendon's answers person. So basically, I have all my information down below, and you'll just contact me with that information. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. And so you can let me know any questions that you have, and I'll go ahead and bring that to Glendon. I'll also be doing webinars 7 to 7:40 on Wednesdays, and so we can talk during then. And I'll be taking the course with you guys as well, so that way I can give you insight on what's going on, and you know anything you want to kind of discuss or go over, you can go over with me. And then I'll also be taking sales calls. So if you're interested in other courses as well, then we can talk about that and see if it's a good fit for you. But yeah, see you guys.
All right, so this is the new program. And let me kind of explain to you why it's the way it is. This is a defined program of an experience that I personally went through. You have to get your money correct. This is something a lot of people just don't want to do. They don't want to manage their money, they don't want to actually have their checking account set up. So, this course is designed to make sure that you get your money set up. Then we go through that process, and then we get into the business stuff. Why am I doing this? Two words: disruptive mail. I actually put in there that people need to work on their economics, and they went straight to the free pussy. They didn't work on their economics. They didn't work on their body. They just leapt over that. So the way this course is designed, it is forcing you to get your economics together. It's forcing you to manage your money, because that's the only thing that's there. And then in a few weeks, there'll be more stuff. There'll be the business stuff. So let me explain to you how this works. Number one, you go through that extreme economic rewiring. You rewire yourself. Because I'm going to say something. Most of America fucks up their money. Most of America. It's a norm. That's why there's so many TikTok videos talking about I'm broke and all this other stuff. It doesn't have to be that way. So first of all, we financially rewire you. Then, if you sign up for the course, we will set up your holding company and we will set up your first operating company. What does that mean? It means that you don't have to do it. We'll do it. We'll set up your holding company and your operating company. And then what we're going to get into is sales training. I was talking to my major group, and I see that that's going to be the big issue. Sales. You gotta learn how to sell whatever you want to do, and you gotta learn how to sell it well. This is the reason that I've never taken out a business loan. This is the reason that I've never used a business credit card to start a business. Sales. Hold on a second. My first real job, I sold $250,000 worth of stuff. $250,000 in my personal checking account. It took me about 10 months to make that money. And that has been my seed money. So we're going to take you through holding companies. We're going to teach you to the operating company. And then we're going to take you through a sales course. You've got to sell something. And I'm going to say something. There's a lot of people here on YouTube who have never started a business, who've never hired an employee, who've never run a business, that thinks that, whoa, he got money. Why is he always trying to sell something? Question. BMW makes billions. Porsche makes billions. GMC makes billions. Kim Kardashian makes billions. These are people who you know are rich, and they're constantly selling some stuff. But for some reason, you got a bunch of, I'm going to call them the great man children. He's supposed to be rich. Why you always trying to sell something? He needs to give me this information for free. Let me say something to you. Fuck you, okay? If that's your position, that I should help you learn how to make money and not be remunerated, fuck you. But this is one of the things. And this is why I say the things I say about the business content on YouTube. A lot of the stuff is just garbage. They don't teach you how to set up a real business. They don't teach you. So you're looking at all of this stuff, and you have your favorite YouTube celebrities that you really like, and they ain't teaching you shit. They're not. So, once again, extreme money management. We set up your holding companies, and then we teach you how to sell some stuff. And there's going to be an extreme sales course in here. And then, this is one of the things. I have a friend, Bobby Flood. Go ahead and Google. Let me see what's going to come up. I don't even know what's going to come up. The name of the company is Flood Brothers. Oh, they pop up instantly. I knew Bobby when he first got started. What Bobby would do is go to the industrial parks and knock on doors and sell stuff. That's how they got started. And they're a multi-million-dollar company today. Flood Brothers, Flood Brothers. Now, this is one of the things that scares a lot of people. A lot of people don't want to do sales. They don't. You think, and I'm gonna say something, and I hope you're not insulted. It takes an extremely high level of intellectual capital to make a lot of money online, like I did. I am a nerd. I read books. I've written 15 books. I have an extremely high intellectual capital capacity, and that's why I was able to make millions of dollars online. I'm not trying to be insulting, but you're not a nerd. You don't have that capacity. And that's what everyone is looking for versus starting a regular business. Everyone wants to be that internet personality that makes all of this money. I got a good friend, Roberto Blake. He has a YouTube channel. Roberto lives here in Atlanta. Roberto will tell you straight up that 90% of YouTubers fail to make money. 10% of YouTube gets 90% of the money. 10%. 10%. So I got a question for you. Do you really want to make money, or do you want to keep pretending and chasing dreams that will not be realized? Because this course is setting up to get you to $25,000 to $50,000 a month. How will we do that? First of all, teach us up a business, up your holding company, up your operating company. Then teach you how to sell. Once you learn how to sell, you'll never be broke ever again in life. And you could, I don't care what it is. You can sell car tires. I mean, literally, you can set up a tire shop. Literally, you can set up a restaurant, whatever. The key is learning how to sell your product to people who don't know you. That's the key. Years and years ago, when I was selling commercial office furniture, I would call up these companies and talk to these people, and I'd be walking through the door selling 150, 300, 500, $1.5 million products to people I didn't know. They never heard of me. And I was like, hey, this is Glendon. I understand you guys are moving, and do you think you will have a need for some office furniture? And the answer is yes. I would be on it. I would put them in my CRM. What's CRM? Customer Relationship Management Software. And I would put in there that I called them on such a date. Then I would log the next date I would call them, so it would pop up automatically in my queue. One of my biggest strengths as a salesperson was I had extreme follow-up. One person, biggest deal I ever did, I followed up with them for 18 months. Every month, hey, how are you going? I understand you guys, your move got canceled. Just, is it back on the radar? Oh, okay. Well, I'll give you a call next month if you don't mind. 18 months. Then one day I call her and she says, and she knew, she knew my voice. She was like, well, guess what? We're moving and we're going to need a lot of office furniture. And she said, I'm going to tell you something. You're the only one that has kept up with this. The other people, they don't call, you're the only one. So if you're ready, the deal is yours. $3 million deal. $3 million deal because I kept following up. So I'm going to teach you how to sell, how to follow up, customer relationships, because that's where it starts. Everyone wants to do this little easy, simple YouTube, internet thing, which can be extremely lucrative if you have the skill sets. But first, you got to master regular sales. You master regular sales, everything changes. If you became a killer salesperson for your local car dealership, you'd be making $10,000, $20,000 a month for your local car dealership if you mastered sales. So this is the trajectory we're going to teach you on. Now, my assistant Kayla, is going to answer your questions. And I'm going to say something to the grown man children. Please do not call her asking silly questions and acting like a man ape. I know you guys love to poke fun at business and stuff, but leave it alone, okay? Just leave it alone. Because this is for people who want to change their lives. This is for men who want to be husbands. This is for men who want to be fathers. This is for a man that wants to get married and give his wife the ability to stay home and not have to work because he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Let me go ahead and just peep something to you. I've never had the women problem that you guys had. This is why Roger Allen Curry were favorable people. I didn't have dating issues. You want to know why? I had money. But see, this is where you get it twisted. I wasn't spending a bunch of money on women. The money gave me the lifestyle and the capacity to actually get women and date women consistently because I was coming from a resource rich. I mean, I could take someone on a nice dinner date. It meant nothing to me because I wasn't sweating money. So this is one of the things for the men. And once again, I'm speaking to the men who want to be married, the men who want to be fathers, the men who want to have a household, because I don't know how to qualify this. I don't understand why there's such a large group of men out there who don't want nothing in life. I don't understand it because I don't come from that factory. I don't know how that is. But there's a large group of men who out there who don't want to build anything, don't want to create anything, don't want to be anybody. I don't know what, but this program isn't for those men. It's for men who want to actually, men and women who actually want to take their lives to the next level in the next 24 months. So, once again, Extreme Money Management, set up your holding company, set up your operating company, teach you how to sell, get your business started, get you to $25,000 to $50,000 a month, and the goal is to do that within the next 24 months. If you want that action, go below. Kayla's information is there. If you want to book a sales call and ask some questions, you could do that. But essentially, this is life-changing stuff. I saw a report. People are talking about how bad the economy is, right? And I did some research. Unemployment is 4.4%. During the Great Recession, when housing was bad, unemployment was 10 to 13%. So if you're one of those people who can't find a job, I'm going to tell you why you can't find a job. You're looking for the perfect job versus any job. How do I know this? I'm looking for employees. Everybody wants a job. They want to come in at $25 an hour, but when they look at what they have to do, they're not interested because they have to actually do work. And that's one of the reasons that you can't find a job. Sorry, there are no easy, high-paying jobs out here. They're just not. So if you're one of those people who out here who's struggling, I put in 5,000 applications. That's more of a skill set problem than a job problem. But anyway, for those of you who want to move to the next level, go below, enroll in the course. Now the course is currently $2,000 a month, and the payment plan works like this. You have one ginormous payment plan. I'm going to explain to you why I did that. You pay $750 for your first payment, then the other payments are $150 a month. Why? That's to qualify you, because when I do $150, I have a bunch of people sign up, and next month the plan they cancel, or it just doesn't, the payment doesn't go through because they don't have the money. So this is a way for me to make sure that you have the money to actually get on the payment plan. So currently, like I said, one and done is $2,000, and honestly, I'm not trying to sell hundreds of courses. I am looking for the right students, the people who will do the work, the people who will show up for webinars, and the people who will do the things, who want their lives changed. That's who I'm looking for. I'm not looking for any and everybody. And honestly, if we could do 3 to 4 sales a week, that's plenty. That's plenty. So if you're interested in having a totally different financial life in the next 24 months, go below, sign up for the course. Like I said, I may leave it at $2,000. I'm not really sure, but I know from now until the end of the month it's $2,000, and the payment plan will remain changed. And the day is the 9th, so we're talking about 18, 19 more days. Just go below and get in it.